How's it going, everybody? This is Taba Driver. Hope you're having another great day, and welcome back to another video. Alright, so Raising Cane's recently made its entry into New Jersey. Now, this restaurant chain is a fried chicken restaurant chain based in the Midwest and the West Coast, and obviously they now have 4 locations here in the state of New Jersey. They did not have any prior to this year or this past year, whenever they did open. However, that has left me to wonder, what are some other major restaurant chains that are well known nationwide that I feel like needs to come to New Jersey, because neither of those have a restaurant here in New Jersey yet? Well, that's what I'm going to talk about today. For this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 major restaurant chains that need to come to New Jersey. These are all well-known major restaurant establishments here in the United States. However, they do not have a single location here in the state of New Jersey. So I'm going to share with you the 5 I think that need to have at least one open up in the state of New Jersey very soon. And we're going to get started right away at number 5, and this one is A&W. Now, for those of you that have heard of A&W, you should be familiar with them in regards to their root beer. Now, I used to have a lot of their A&W root beer when I was a kid. I don't remember the last time I had it, but it definitely hasn't been for a while, so I definitely hope to try that again soon. But they also are a major restaurant chain in their own rights, and that might not be familiar to those in New Jersey because there's not one A&W restaurant location here in the state. There are a few locations across the United States, and I think there may be one in upstate New York. Obviously, that's a lot farther from here, obviously further upstate and nearby in Canada, so next to impossible for me to get there unless I take a plane there. But obviously, I would definitely love to see A&W open a restaurant here in the state of New Jersey at some point, because I like to try all of their other food and not just their root beer. I did look at some of their menu. They have some pretty good burgers, along with some chicken products, along with some salads, fries, and even some good shakes as well. And of course, their famous root beer as well. You really cannot go without A&W root beer. So obviously, I would love to see some A&W restaurants open up here at some point, because I would definitely like to try all of their other products at some point. At number 4 is Jack in the Box. Now, this is a restaurant chain that's mostly serving in the West Coast, and this is an interesting chain because they don't just serve chicken and burgers. They also serve a good amount of tacos and egg rolls as well. So they serve a whole variety of food to go along with what they usually sell. Now, I've seen a lot of commercials about Jack in the Box on TV over the years. However, I don't remember if they ever had a location in New Jersey. If they did, then, well, I haven't really seen one since, because maybe the most recent one was shut down like a while ago. So I would love to see a Jack in the Box store ultimately come to New Jersey at some point. In fact, it's really a necessity that they do so at this point, because if I'm seeing commercials on TV about Jack in the Box, then they need to have one here in the New Jersey, New York City area. I mean, come on, you can't go wrong with having tacos and egg rolls to go along with chicken and burgers, right? Only Jack in the Box seems to be able to do that. And most of the other places that serve burgers and tacos at the same time are mostly just fine dining or fine dining casual restaurants or stuff like that. You rarely ever see that with fast food chains, and Jack in the Box is one of the very few that are able to do so. So at some point, I would love to see them have some stores open up here in New Jersey. At number 3, it is Culver's. Now, this is a chain that's mostly serving in the Midwest, and what makes Culver's interesting is their burgers. They actually make their burgers as butter burgers. So usually they have all of their burgers and they'll have a little bit of butter on them, and really they make some of the coolest looking burgers there are in all of the Midwest. And I would be interested in seeing if Culver's ends up getting a store in New Jersey, so that way I can try one of them as well. But that's not the only thing that they serve. They also are known for their frozen custard as well. And obviously, considering the name and all the people that really run the store, custard is also very popular with Culver's. And I definitely would love to see exactly how well that tastes, considering that I've almost never tasted anything custard outside custard tarts from Lidl, obviously. Obviously, they have a whole bunch of other products as well, but those are really the 2 that really make them stand out compared to all the others. So obviously, if you're anywhere in the Midwest and you have tried Culver's before, let me know what you think about their butter burgers and their custard. I would really like to hear from you, and hopefully we see a restaurant open up from them very soon here in New Jersey, because if their butter burgers are any indication, at least in regards to what I've heard about them, boy, I would definitely love to get my hands on one of them and see exactly how well they taste. Maybe they taste like the Dairy Queen stack burgers or something like that. Okay, that's more fast food stuff. I'm talking about more like real fancy looking stuff. Anyway, Anyways, at number 2, it is Whataburger. Now, this is a restaurant chain that mostly serves in the South, and the reason why I say South is because their menu is obviously very Southern looking, and there's a reason why that they are called Whataburger for a reason, and obviously they are well known for their burgers. Yes, they sell some really unique burgers, and obviously probably some of the best in all of Southern America, and so obviously, you know, there's a reason why they are popular down there, and of course, you can't go wrong with their fries and also all of their shakes and forks and all of that stuff. That's the reason why they are so big down there. So obviously, the fact that they don't have that many locations in the north or even the east or west coast, stuff like that, I kind of find that to be a little disappointing, to be honest with you. I mean, it's not like I don't know anything about Whataburger. I mean, I've seen literally sponsorship ads for them literally on TV, and also, you know, just literally at sports stadiums as well whenever I'm watching sports games on TV, obviously. So I know exactly what Whataburger is. The problem is there are no locations in New Jersey, and that's a real shame. So yeah, I definitely believe that at some point Whataburger needs to have some locations in the north, and hopefully there are at least a couple of those that open up here in New Jersey, because just like at Culver's, their burgers really stand out, and I would definitely like to see how well they taste and why they are very popular in the South. But finally, my number 1 favorite restaurant chain that I think needs to have a location open up in New Jersey. This might be a bit of a stretch, but at this point, if you're anywhere out west and you know this restaurant chain very well, you know what I'm talking about. It is In-N-Out Burger. You know what I'm talking about. Anybody that's been in California or anywhere in the West Coast, I'm pretty sure at one point in your life you have went to In-N-Out Burger, and really they are well known for their burgers. They have, of course, their 3x3, their 4x4s. They even have the Flying Dutchman and literally all kinds of burgers on their menu. Trust me, you name it, they have it all. It is literally the most popular West Coast burger chain there is in all of America. In fact, at one point in time, there was a viral meme on social media in which an In-N-Out Burger was laying on the streets of New York City. Obviously, that may have been an AI-generated image, obviously, but still, either way, it really makes me wonder if we have Shake Shack, which produces some good burgers and shakes, then at some point, we really need to see them go up head-to-head with In-N-Out Burger to really compare the two and see which one of them are really good. We already have Shake Shack here around us area, so why not bring an In-N-Out Burger here as well? Trust me, I know how big it is in the West Coast, and I would love to see how big In-N-Out Burger can become in the East Coast. I still think it's a bit of a stretch, and ultimately it might be a little while longer before we ultimately see one here in the state of New Jersey, or maybe in the New York City area, but hopefully at some point within the next few years, we will start seeing In-N-Out Burger branch out of the West Coast and ultimately start opening up locations. So hopefully some here in New Jersey, because if In-N-Out Burger is that big, then hey, at some point, it needs to come here. Raising Cane's long-awaited entry into New Jersey really made me think about these restaurants in general, because obviously, you know, they have a well-known reputation for being real good restaurant chains. However, the thing is that they are not well-known in New Jersey because they barely have any locations here in the state. And so obviously, these are 5 locations that I really feel like need to have an opening at some point here in New Jersey, because I definitely feel like that they can make a real big impact here in this state, just like they do with all the other places that they're at. Fun fact, I almost considered adding Waffle House on here. However, there are a few family-owned Waffle Houses here, obviously. I'm talking about more of the restaurant chain with the brand name Waffle House, obviously. So I feel like I left that out there because obviously, because we already have some well-known mom-and-pop Waffle Houses here, I didn't feel like that was really that necessary. But either way, all 5 of what I just mentioned here, they are big names in the restaurant industry here in America, and at some point, I really hope to see all of them make a move here in the Garden State. So that's it. Those are the 5 restaurant chains that I think really need to make a move here to New Jersey, just like Raising Cane's did, and I really like to hear from you. Do you agree with me on this list? What other major restaurant chains that have a huge following in their areas do you think should come to New Jersey? Feel free to let me know down in the comments below, and I'll be more than interested in hearing your opinions about it, and hopefully when they do come, I'll definitely try some of their food, because I know they have some real good food in their restaurants. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. As always, if you'd like to see more of my content, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when my latest video is released. Comment below for future suggestions for all my videos, whether it's blogs, projects, or challenges, you name it. Leave it in the comments below and I'll do my best to make them. As always, follow me on my social media. All the links are in the description below. That's going to do it for this video. I hope you're having another great day. As always, I hope to see you all again in another video very soon. So long, everybody.